Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing really, really well today. If you are here with me live, would you do me a favor and say hello in the chat? I'd love to say hello right back to you. I'm Michelle Legaly. I am the creator of the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group. A couple other things. Intuition Circle, which is my psychic and intuitive development program for women. It's online. And then I also have Intuitive Life Coaching Certification and Business Building program. Again, if you're here with me live, say hi in the chat. I would love to say hi back to you. I stream here every single week inside the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group, and then we also stream on YouTube. And so if you have any questions or want to say hi or say anything in the chat, I'll be able to see it. Paula, good to see you. Mia, hello. Good to see you from Colorado. Amazing. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you too. Thanks for being here, ladies. Okay, let's get started. Every single week I do some type of tool, inspiration, something in coaching, either meant to help you, or if you're already an intuitive coach or a healer of any kind, and these tools are working for you, use them with your own clients. And if you say to me, I'd love clients, but I don't have clients, and I'd love to talk to you about my program to help you become a coach and get clients. So just if you ever want to reach out to me, you can send me a DM or email me at team@michellelegale.com. I'm happy to talk to you about it. Okay, today's all about You Are Meant for More, Part 2. So last week, we spent almost 20 to 30 minutes on talking about You're Meant for More, and we did some excavation. And today, I want to finish it off with a belief that I have that I want to share with you, and I hope you grab it and believe it yourself, because it's one of the things I've done in my life that's really, once I embodied this mantra, it changed my life. Before we do that, I want to do a quick recap of what we did last week. So You Are Meant for More, Part 1, which was last week, was all about excavating and asking yourself questions. I'm going to go over right now some of the questions real quick. I won't take any time today to like explore it with you, but if you want to grab these and think about it, that's great. So we talked about You Are Meant for More last week. And I asked you, what does meant for more look like for you? What does your meant for more look like? Another thing I asked was, what is the feeling of meant for more? Like, what's the feeling like for you? Where do you even feel it in your body? So we explored the idea of meant for more. And then where you actually felt it in your body. We took the meant for more and put it in different parts of our body, into our heads, into our hearts, into our guts, to see what kind of intuitive information we would get for ourselves. You guys did an amazing job with that. I also asked you last week, do you have an idea of what your meant for more is? Like what it looks like in the physical world, what that would look like? So now all of this is us talking about our calling and your life purpose. Okay, next question I asked was, what would you be doing today if you didn't care about, if you didn't have any obligations, or if you didn't worry about what other people thought? Like if you just had all of the, I don't know if I want to call them burdens, other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, other people's reaction to your life's work, and your other obligations, if they were all put to the side for a minute and you got to stand by yourself in your own energy, what would you be doing today? What would your meant for more look like? And it's really worth you taking the time to explore that. And then the other question, which I just asked, I think, is what's the biggest vision you have for yourself? What does your meant for more, what does your calling look like? Please continue to ask yourself those questions. It's the questions that we need to ask to get us on our life journey, on our purpose. There's nothing more fulfilling than I believe most of us here in this group are meant to help people in some way. It's the most fulfillment I've had as a coach. I see it in my own students when they actually get their clients and they know who they are and who they serve, and they're actually out putting themselves out there and sharing with the world and getting clients. When they are in a relationship with a client and they're actually helping them make their life better, my student is like fired up, lit up, excited, like living an awesome life. And then when that's your job and you get paid to do it, it's mind blowing. There's a whole nother level of self-worth and self-esteem that I learned about myself. And I see that with my students too. Okay, here's what part 2 of today. This is really, really important also. Here's the mantra that I have memorized. I don't know if I made it up or if I got it somewhere. I wish I could give credit if it came from somewhere else, but I've been saying it so long, I don't know anymore. Here's the mantra. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. I'm going to say it a few more times. Whoever's really good with typing, type it in the chat. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. Okay, if you're not driving a car and if you're in a safe space, I want you to close your eyes and let this sink in. Hi, everybody. Okay, close your eyes. I want you to take this in as much as you can take it in. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there's an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. Paula just typed it in the chat. Thank you, Paula. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is a equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. How does that hit you? Somebody just typed in, I can provide healing from codependency and childhood trauma. Excellent. That is so needed in the world. And if you went online today and you saw 10 people who wrote, hi, I provide healing from codependency and childhood trauma, many of you would go like this, oh, there's already people doing it. But that's not true. If you follow the mantra, if you have a desire to do it, there's an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. The way you show up and help people heal from codependency and childhood trauma is unique to you. Does that make sense? And I don't care if 50 million other people are doing it. If you have that calling in you, it is your responsibility to move towards it. I truly believe that's what fulfilling our life purpose is all about. And at least for our kind of people, it's about helping and healing people in some way. And maybe not people, animals, children, the earth. We're here to help and heal in some way. Okay? And if that doesn't sound true to you, then let it go. Like maybe you're called to do something else. If it resonates with you, hang on with me here. Okay? I'm going to say it again. I don't want to go off and give you another piece of something when this is the real deal. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. Write that down. Put it on a Post-it. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Say it to yourself while you're brushing your teeth. How does it hit you? Does that feel true to you? Does that mantra feel true to you? Yes or no? Type it in the chat. So before I believed this mantra, before I embodied it, I would do a lot of things like this. I would have, like, my first real passion was mediumship. That was one of my first passions many years ago. And I thought, people are born that way. So that was doubt. I doubted myself, and I dumbed down my desire to learn about it. And that I did that for years and years and years. Finally, I broke free from that, honestly, from a lot of painful situations. Either pain or pleasure moves us forward. I suggest we move in pleasure. You know what I mean? But back then I was moving, when the pain got too great, it propelled me to move forward. But I didn't know any better. I had just assumed I wasn't good enough at anything, if I'm really honest with you. I always defaulted to some form of not good enough, or there's other people to do it. She's way better than me anyway. Who do I think I am to do it? What will people think of me? All of those thoughts were the thoughts that consumed me and kept me stuck. Until one day, either I read the mantra I just shared with you, or I came up with it in my own meditation. Until I didn't just read that mantra or say it one day. I made a voice memo for myself, and I said it over and over. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. Once you start embodying that, and that is the first thought you think, there is so much empowerment in that. We don't care what other people think. I feel like I have a responsibility to go out and do what I'm called to do, because there's people out there who need what I have a desire to help with. I'm just sharing with you how I feel about the mantra, because I want you to take on the same feelings. If we can embody this mantra together as a group, can you imagine what's possible? Jennifer just said, I shall not dumb down my desires. Good job, girl. Amen. Awesome. What else do I want to say about this? Any comments about how you feel about this mantra? Are you willing to make your Post-its or your voice memos and you spoon feed it to yourself every day? Every day. Jennifer said, I have a responsibility to do what I'm called to do. That energy is so different than, who do I think I am to do this? Right? So old us, doubtful us go, who do I think I am? What will people think of me? Am I crazy? All that is stuck thoughts and energy. If we move into this new idea of, I have a responsibility to myself and others to live my life purpose, to do what I'm called to do, doesn't that feel more empowering? And isn't there more energy and enthusiasm behind it? Your mantra gives me permission to proceed. Well, way to go, Jennifer. Way to go. Paula said, I already have it hanging up in my office, and when I make my new voice memo, it will be the first thing on it. Awesome. Okay. Close your eyes. I want you to hear this one more time before we end this. And if I say it a little different than the first time, I apologize, but it's all the same thing. So close your eyes. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. I'm going to say it again. Whatever you have a desire to do in the world, there is an equal or greater need for it in the world that only you can provide. It makes sense energetically too, right? So now when I have like a desire or calling happen in my heart, like I just feel this urge to do another thing, like this video or this live or whatever, that was a calling I had. And I don't get wrapped up in other thoughts. I just go to, okay, follow the calling. Someone needs to hear it. And I can show up for somebody else, even though it's scary to show up on a video or be live. I don't care about that stuff anymore. I care about connecting the desire to the need. Does that make sense? Marietta says there's something that feels so satisfying about saying that. Good. You're going to say it over and over and over. Well, this is such an empowering mantra. I hope this is helping you. Yeah, follow the calling. Someone needs to hear it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I was going to just wrap it up, but I'm going to ask one more question. What do you have a desire for? What do you feel like you're called to do? Will you type it in the chat? I think typing in the chat is like a big step. Like you're publicly telling us something, but that's you taking the desire and the calling and actually speaking it. It's a big step. But you know what? It's really important. Someone else needs to read it or see it today. Your desire, and then you type it in the chat. It's going to be helpful for you and someone else or many other people. Marietta, help others with grieving loved ones. Beautiful, Marietta. So important right now in the world. Someone else said, help women discover and step into who they came here to be. Boom. Gail says Reiki and hypnosis healer. Excellent. Somebody else said crossover stuck souls. Excellent. Jennifer said, I'm called to assist the world to heal themselves and find their life purpose by holding space and using the Akashic records. Excellent. Leona says, helping people struggle with anxiety and move on to become what they are meant to be. So good. Paula, my desire is to help women heal from inner child wounds and that cause them to people please so they can receive validation. So important. Way to go, ladies. If you're catching the replay of this, please put hashtag replay and still share with us what you're called to do. Okay, ladies, I hope that's helpful. I want you to hold on to I want you to hold on to the mantra. I want you to hold on to what you just wrote in the chat. If you need to write a post-it for that, do it. And I want you to focus on that every day. And I want you to feel your desire and whatever steps you need to take to move more into that each and every day, do it. And I want you to imagine those people that need what you provide are meeting you. Or maybe they're already there. And you need to just step into it. Each day you take a step towards it. Okay? I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here today. I can't think of anything more important than to inspire women to go out and do what they're called to do. If think about it, if we were all really doing what we're called to do, and there were more people in the world doing what their soul's calling them to do, the world would be amazing. It's already amazing, but it would be even more amazing. And now more than ever, we need helpers, healers, light workers, psychics, mediums, coaches, whatever you want to call yourself. I don't care. Go out and start doing it. Okay? Take a step every day. Do not lose focus. Just wake up in the morning, do your mantra, remember what you're called to do. Don't get distracted by other people's stuff, and take steps. If you're struggling to take those steps on your own, reach out to a mentor, get a coach, or get somebody that you look up to and inspired by that will hold your hand and help you get there. If you think it's me, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a PM or a DM. And if you think it's somebody else, take those steps if you need it. If you're really good at getting to where you want to go on your own, awesome, go do it. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.